We're here with the Big 12 Wrap-Up Show, brought to you by a plethora of sponsors. And it's been a great week of football, a lot of changes. We're going to be talking to you about that here shortly. But the sponsors of the Big 12 Wrap-Up Show are Mollman Media Incorporated and 1380 AM The Ticket, official home of Lawton Fort Sills, Oklahoma City Thunder broadcast station, as well as the Army Black Knights, CBS affiliate, and get this, we even got some NFL action for you as well on 1380 The Ticket. And then we have Pizza Hut of Altus at 1201 East Broadway. Over 37 years in the same location, giving you the great pizza options for you and your family. From wings to breadsticks to pasta, they got it all for you. 1201 East Broadway. Pizza Hut. No one out-pizzas the Hut, the official pizza of the NCAA. We also have Custom Graphics, 521 North Main Street in Altus. Lauren and Merrill Aarons, over 30 years of business, providing you with great customized apparel for your family, for your business, and they even customize clothing for yours truly, Raven Cade. And we've been in our little partnership for over 10 years now. Let Custom Graphics get you suited and booted in the best apparel options because they're custom. And that's why they're called Custom Graphics. 521 North Main Street. Force Nutrition. Take your nutritional goals by force at 712 North Main Street in Altus. Visit Kim, Hannah, and Company. They'll take real good care of you, getting you on the road to your fitness goals in no time. CROSSFIRE of Altus, 912 Newlin. Hey, there's still a few good days of warm weather available. Take full advantage. 912 Newlin. Give Robert a call, 580-478. That's 580-477-2468. And last but definitely not least, Western Oklahoma State College, home of the Pioneers. Great basketball action is taking place this week, leading you up to the holiday week. Great competition. Conference play begins tomorrow night. We'll talk more about that here shortly. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Big 12 Wrap-Up Show with yours truly, Raven Cade. We'll be back in just a few minutes after a word from our sponsors, and we'll get into some college football playoff decisions that have been made over the week, as well as taking a good look at that game that the OU Sooners pulled out in Waco, Texas, as well as your Oklahoma State Cowboys. We'll be right back. When you need to take your nutritional goals by force, there's only one name you need to know, and that is Force Nutrition at 712 North Main Street in Altus. Take your nutritional goals to new heights and new levels with Force Nutrition. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., and on Saturdays, 7 to noon. You will be on your way to the best you that you can be with Force Nutrition. So look no further than Force Nutrition, 712 North Main Street in Altus. Also, like us on Facebook.
$7.99 get you a large 3-top, this box, and a chance to get your game on with Todd Gurley. King Me, one of millions of prizes you could win from Pizza Hut when you play Hut Hut Win. You can't have football without the Hut.
Pizza Hut, 1201 East Broadway, Altus, Oklahoma. It's that time of year again.
Candy cane, candy cane, candy cane.
It's time for the Candy Cane Cash Sweepstakes opportunity that you've been waiting for all year, where you can win up to $12,500, brought to you by Main Street Altus, the Altus Chamber of Commerce, Altus Park and Recreation, and the City of Altus. Stop by and shop locally at these participating sponsors, collect your tickets, and be in the running to win up to $12,500. Express Pack and Ship and Business and Copy Center, Carlin Carmen's, Ag Preference, Perry & Company, Cotton Candy Creations, Altus Printing Company, Cotton Pickin' Kids, The Enchanted Door, All Pets Medical, Whirlwind Book Bar, Fox's Building Supply, and Chicken Express. All the fun and festivities begin at 10 a.m. Saturday, December the 14th in front of the Altus City Auditorium. Remember, you must be present to win.
That's the Candy Cane Cash.
Team solid, we not in a hurry. We no need no name pan with jersey. The number pan my back should be 30. Come more shot of fire like Curry.
We no need no judge, we a jury. I'm on no green, bro. We no play dirty.
We have a eye shot and him name Birdie. We have magic and him cream like McFlurry.
Will the flame that you're reaching like the fire in your kitchen.
Try stay firm in your walk, no matter the prison. Still work hard if me not have no bad pipicin. Aim like Jordan, but you still need a pippin. Nobody can do it themselves. It don't work. Me try that already. To put 10,000 to flight. No man a island in life. Nobody can do it themselves. It don't work. Me done that already. To put 10,000 to flight. A tree shrine the code holds its blind.
Look, I was battle rapping in them bars. Ayy, 15, couldn't drive a car, no way. Mama Joe me waited in the back like, hey. Walked out with the prize money like, yay. Suit up, how I went from screw up, rapping on a school bus to now they rap the tubas. Then we executed all the plays that we drew up. Got the jewelry in me, so why would I need a jeweler? Running that court like woo. All of my boys they know. I don't say what I think, only say what I know. Let them all run their mouth, then I run up the scope. When your game loud, you don't gotta talk it all. Look, I don't want the business, let's just win, win, win. How you airball, blame the rim, rim, rim. When you drop 30, they all wanna wear your jersey. But I tell you right now, they ain't your friend, friend, friend. They shooting all shot, playing OD. Your 2-game pop, how you shoot 3? Win the chip, then we cut the net. One thing you don't forget, huh?
Nobody can do it themselves. It don't work. Me try that already. To put 10,000 to flight. No man a island in life. Nobody can do it themselves. It don't work. Me done that already. To put 10,000 to flight. A tree shrine the code holds its blind.
Back then, had the music so loud that the cops came. Told them I am not the crook, but the still gang. Gang. Wade. Bosh. James. All aboard the ship, we just want the chip. That's the way we ball, it's that little flip. Last supper, man, I'ma need a sip. Uber XL, rolling with the click. 2-3 with the 3-3 in the 9-6. Pete Miller, no limit, sitting on the GO tank. Equipment ATL fam, do or die. Still black on both sides, like it's 99. Bobby Boucher, sister 2K. In the kitchen, boy, dang with the souffle. Next tour, we go parlay food français. Imagine game, never put the chain on, yay. All hustle, no huddle, that's reckless. All macho, no muscle, that's headless. Your Cuban got a weak link. Even Jesus saw the 12 shrink.
Nobody can do it themselves. It don't work. Me try that already. To put 10,000 to flight. No man a island in life. Nobody can do it themselves. It don't work. Me done that already. To put 10,000 to flight. A tree shrine the code holds its blind.
And we're back with the Big 12 wrap-up show right here, broadcasting live from Western Oklahoma State College, 2801 North Main Street in
The
Altus.
hard dance movement is growing strong, and today it's time to introduce a new sound. Two forms of trap are gathered here today to transform into the perfect frequency. Hard trap fans Witness history.
And you can witness conference play here tomorrow night as the Clarendon Cowboys and Lady Cowboys come to town for great basketball action. Taking place tomorrow night right here. Thursday night at the Pioneer Dome. That's what the Western Oklahoma State College gym is referred to during basketball season. The Pioneer Dome with your Western Oklahoma State Pioneers. They're going to be taking the hardwood for conference play with the NJCAA, and you can have your opportunity to win a pair of tickets to see the Randy Rogers Band live at Billy Bob's Texas. And get this, and that ticket prize is going to be given away at halftime during the ladies' game. Tip is at 5 o'clock for the ladies as they take on the Lady Cowboys. And then the men's game is immediately thereafter with like a maybe 15-minute time span between. So, for the men's halftime show.
Strong. And today, it's time to introduce a new sound. Two forms of trap are gathered here today to transform into the perfect frequency. Hard trap fans, welcome to the raw side.
Get this. It doesn't get any bigger than this. You're going to be seeing an opportunity to go see the Oklahoma City Thunder take large and in charge, take on the Dallas Mavericks on New Year's Eve in Oklahoma City. So you just got to build the hype for stuff like this. You just can't just go talking about prizes like that in a low cadence. It's just a great time. So I'm telling you, you got to come see the action. Western Oklahoma State College, Thursday night, starting at 5 o'clock. Don't miss it. All right. So now, to the meat and potatoes of the situation. Everybody wants to know what's going on in the college football playoff. Well, let me tell you what's going on. Not a lot has changed in the rankings per se, but there are some changes that I think that are notable. LSU is still number one across all three polls. Will that be the college football rankings, the AP 25, and the coaches poll? LSU still number one. Ohio State's number two. You got Clemson. Last week they were number 4. Now they're number 3. Georgia's still at number 4. Alabama's number 5. Oregon, number 6. The Utah Utes, 7. Penn State, 8. Oklahoma moved up a notch to number 9. Now, see, in my opinion, that win against Baylor should have put them at least at number 6. But there again, I don't make the decisions in that situation, but it's good to see OU at number 9 instead of number 10. Minnesota's at number 10. Gators at 11. The Wisconsin Badgers at 12. Michigan 13. Baylor drops to 14. Auburn 15. Notre Dame 16. Iowa Hawkeyes 17. Memphis Tigers 18. Cincinnati Bearcats are sitting at 19. The Boise State Broncos, 20. Oklahoma State up from 3 from last week. They're sitting at number 21. The Ohio State Cyclones, 22. USC Trojans, 23. Appalachian State, 24. And SMU, 25. So that's a look at your college football playoff rankings as of today. And like I said, in the top 5, there's not a lot of difference. I mean, pretty much the coaches poll mimics the college football playoff. The AP does. Now, the coaches poll, actually, they're all in sync with the top 5. I thought there was a little bit of difference. But no, the top 5 are the same across the board. Now, I would say that the AP 25 does have OU at number 8. That's more gracious, and the coaches poll has them at number 7. So come on, college football playoff, put them in at number 7, like the coaches poll. Sooners earned it. Let me tell you, it was a hard battle in the trenches all night long. And the Big 12 standings, let's just take a look at those right quick. OU finally, for the first time this season, ladies and gentlemen, they are number 1 in the Big 12. Baylor's number 2. OU is 6-1, 9-1 overall, so it's a tie between Baylor in that regard. But they're 5-0 at home. That gives them a little bit of an edge. Iowa State comes in at number 3 with 4-3, 6-4 overall. Texas number 4, 4-3 as well, and 6-4 overall. Oklahoma State Cowboys number 5, 4-3, 7-3 overall, 4-1 at home. Kansas State 3-4, 6-4 overall, 4-2 at home. TCU 3-4, 5-5 overall. Texas Tech 2-5 and 4-6. West Virginia 2-5 and 4-6, and Kansas bringing up the rear 1-6, 3-7 overall, 2-4 from home. Let's take a look at this magnificent ball game. Let's chew up the yards and the stats, shall we? Well, for the Baylor's faithful, at McLean Stadium, there were 50,223 in attendance. The game lasted almost 3.5 hours, and it was go from kickoff. And who said kickers can't win your ball games? Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen, for Gabe Burkett. Gabe Burkett won the game for the Sooners, putting in, ladies and gentlemen, a 31-yard field goal when it was all said and done. So kickers do win you lots and lots of ball games. That in defense, Jalen Hurts had 297 total offensive yards as far as overall, but the man also had 114 rushing yards, as well as Morris Lee, because they had CeeDee Lamb kind of wrapped up all night. They took CD pretty much out of the picture, but Morris Lee came to the rescue for the Sooners. And Charlie Brewer had 194 total yards himself and 65 rushing yards. And Denzel Mims had 92 yards. So that's a look at the tail of the tape. Now, this is where the Sooners pretty much put the folks to bed on as far as total offense goes. Let's take a look. 525 yards of total offense, folks. Don't get any better than that. When you got that much going on and your opposing team has 307, normally you come out on top. And indeed, they did. Taking a look at your Oklahoma State Cowboys, they were in action as well against the Kansas Jayhawks. And what's cool about that game, Les Miles went back to one of his former employers to try to pull off an upset, which definitely would have been an upset if the Jayhawks would have came to Boone Pickens Stadium and upset the Cowboys. But that did not happen, ladies and gentlemen, because at Boone Pickens Stadium, there were 55,388 faithful Cowboy fans in the stands. And it was the flipperoo is what I like to call it. Kansas Jayhawks had 13. Your Cowboys had 31. The flipperoo, folks. Spencer Sanders had 168 total offensive yards. Chuba Hubbard just killing it. Killing the game. If he is not in conversations for the Heisman more than he should be, I don't know what to say on that. I mean, I really, really don't know what to say on that. Chuba has been doing it all year long. Feed him more. Feed him more. Dylan Stoner had 150 yards overall receiving yards. And Carter Stanley had 226 yards total. Puka Williams, 26, and S. Robinson, had 68. Now the tail of the tape, ladies and gentlemen, on the Cowboys and Jayhawks side of things, Obviously, they won the game. The Cowboys did, but they did it in very big fashion. Total offense, folks, 447 yards. That'll win you ball games, folks. And Kansas had 290 complete yards of offense. So when stats come up like that, ladies and gentlemen, it's hard to beat a team that's pedal to the metal, and they needed to be pedal to the metal. But the cool thing about the Cowboys, they already know that they're going to be bowl eligible, and they've been bowl eligible for 14 years straight now. So put your hands together for Coach Gundy for what he's doing in Stillwater. There was a lot of expectation for them to do better this season, but we already know that they're going to go to a bowl, so that's good. That is very good to hear. They take on, I do believe, West Virginia. Yep, they take on West Virginia. They got to go to Morgantown, though. That's going to be a tough deal. But the Cowboys winning against the Jayhawks. OU did what they had to do, man. By a field goal, the kicker won the game for my boys. So, OU deservedly moving up the ranks this week. And the Big 12 looks pretty healthy, as it should be this time of year with OU on top. Now, here's some key matchups and some picks I'm going to go out on a limb and go ahead and do right away, because this gives the good, the bad, and the ugly this weekend. Let me tell you, I feel an upset alert, ladies and gentlemen. I'm calling it right now. Upset alert. Number 8, Penn State at Ohio State. People say, Raven Cade, you lost your mind. Well, no, I don't think I have, folks. I think Penn State can take care of business at Ohio State. That's going to be the first game that you see Saturday, 11 a.m. on Fox. All eyes are going to be watching because Penn State, they've done it. I think they could do it again. So I'm picking Penn State for that game. Western Carolina, they're going to Alabama. Who says a Cinderella can't come out of that? Obviously, though, I'm going to pick Alabama to win that one because it's Western Carolina. And I don't see any reason why I should be proved wrong in that. That game is at 11 a.m. and that's going to be on ESPN. A good number 10 matchup, Northwestern against Minnesota. That's going to be your first game on ABC. That could be interesting, folks. The Golden Gophers got to go to Northwestern, and Northwestern's a tough team. So I'm going to be the oddball here. I'm going to pick up an upset. Northwestern over Minnesota. Take another look at some of these rankings. I pick Iowa State over Kansas because Kansas got to go to Ames, Iowa. That's a very tough place to play. So I'm picking Cyclones over the Jayhawks. Texas A&M, the Aggies against Georgia. Now, that's going to be at 2:30. That's a tough one, folks. I'm gonna go on a limb here. I'm gonna pick up an upset again. Aggies over Georgia. Let's just toss up the college playoff. Why don't we? So Aggies over Georgia, 2:30. That's gonna be on CBS. So that's your SEC network, right there. 13 Michigan at the Hoosiers. Maybe Indiana can pull off an upset there too. So I'm gonna pick Indiana over Michigan. Over 13 Michigan. Let's see. What else we got here that looks juicy for a game for an upset? Could Purdue knock off Wisconsin? Number 12 Wisconsin? That'll be your 3 o'clock game on Fox. I'm going to pick the Badgers because Purdue's coming to Wisconsin and they hold their own pretty well. As far as the Big 12 is concerned, you got OSU at West Virginia. That's at 11. It's going to be on ESPN2. Kansas, like we mentioned before, at Iowa State. And Texas at Baylor. Now, I'm going to pick Baylor to beat Texas because after that loss at home, they're not going to lose 2 back-to-back. That's not going to happen. So I'm going to pick the Bears on that one to win. And Texas Tech, Kansas State at Texas Tech. That's going to be at 6 o'clock on Fox Sports 1. And TCU at OU. Picking the Sooners to win. But the Horned Frogs played 3 overtimes not too long ago. So I wouldn't rule them out. OU just needs to dominate the rest of the season to get back in the picture. So key matchups and upsets. If Ohio State falls, that's good. If Georgia falls, that does help the cause of OU a little bit. Well, this has been the Big 12 Wrap-Up Show brought to you by Pizza Hut. Official pizza of the NCAA, Mollman Media Incorporated, and 1380 AM. The Ticket, your CBS Sports affiliate. Oklahoma City Thunder broadcast affiliate. Army Black Knights affiliate. And the NFL on CBS affiliate for specific games in this region. Great stuff right there. Custom graphics. CROSSFIRE of Altus. Force Nutrition. 712 North Main Street in Altus. Get your nutritional goals. Take them by force with Force Nutrition. Kim and Hannah will take good care of you. And Western Oklahoma State College. A lot of good things happening here at Western Oklahoma State College. And on Thursday, directly from President Wigginton, President Dr. Chad Wigginton, I might add, field representative for Congressman Frank Lucas, Grace Enmeyer, will be here for an official meet and greet from 1 to 3 here at Western Oklahoma State College, 2801 North Main Street in the Lowetta Chester Conference Center. Field representative for Congressman Frank Lucas. If you have any questions for her during the meet and greet, Grace Enmeyer. That will be Thursday from 1 to 3. So, for more opportunities about your education and athletics with Western Oklahoma State College, log on to www.wosc.edu. That's www.wosc.edu. Conference play is Thursday in the Pioneer Dome as the Connors State Cowboy and Lady Cowboy teams take on the Western Oklahoma State Pioneers and Lady Pioneer squads. Entertainment will be brought to you by Mollman Media Incorporated and QITC Studio Sports and a plethora of other sponsors. Stop in, catch a game. It's going to be awesome. Until next week, God bless and peace.